So good afternoon, everyone. This is Amit Sharma, CEO of SVAR Media. I welcome you all today. GJC's first show, GJS 2022, is to be held soon, and a great excitement can be seen throughout the retailers as well as manufacturers across India. To talk more about it, we have with us one of the most renowned names and a legend himself, Mr. Rajesh Kalyanaraman, Executive Director of Kalyan Jewellers. Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm fine.
Great. So my first question to you is, GJC is organizing its first show, GJS 2022, at a world-class center, Geo World Convention Center, Mumbai. How excited are you and your team to visit the show for the upcoming jewelry shopping season and be a part of making this show a grand success?
Very good afternoon to one and all. As usual, GJC is one of the esteemed bodies in our trade. Our trade consists of a lot of unorganized players, a lot of artisans, small retailers, big chains, and GJC is a body which we as part of Kalyan Jewellers have always shared a very cordial relationship and are proud of. They always try to innovate and come up with aggressive plans. With Sairam Mera and our chairman Ashish, it is growing leaps and bounds, especially in the time of pandemic. The present plan of holding this exhibition, and especially in Geo Center, which is the biggest international venue in India at present, is a excellent decision. The timing of the show is April, and the expectancy is the present gold volatility also, because of this Russia-Ukraine war may stabilize. So we feel that that will be an ideal time for consumers also to pick up more jewelry, and retailers like us, we will be very interested to source in April from the show.
So you rightly said the time is apt for the show, since we have Akshaya Tritiya and wedding season lined up. It won't be wrong to say this is one of the mega show for this financial year. What is your expectation from the show in totality?
I usually make it a point to attend all the shows, especially the ones done by GJC especially. The reason is we tend to meet a lot of our existing vendors, a lot of new vendors. We are able to see the new designs, products. The optimism of the trade also is will flow into us. And all this is always an advantage for all the jewelry exhibitions. Especially this time, if you see, for after post-COVID, even though there has been some exhibitions, doing such an exhibition just in time before Akshaya Tritiya, and that too in Geo, will be a grand entry to the next financial year. So we are coming there with full expectations of what all products will be there, new designs, the optimism of the wholesalers or the manufacturers, the trends that are to be the main innovations or trends for the next year. All this, when we visit the show, we can understand, and that will help us as retailers, because today we, other than having a brand by God's grace, are ultimately retailers, and the consumer today wants the fresh products, the new designs, trendy designs, and jewelry today is a way of expression for the consumer. When we visit these shows and we are able to interact with most of the stall owners and the manufacturers, we are able to also share our desire with them, understand their thought process, and together we are able to satisfy our customer. So from our side, customer is the king. And this show and shows like this go a long way in satisfying the customer.
Right. So I completely agree with you. Let a quick question I want to understand. Since you are the leading retailers in the country, and considering the current global tension that's going through, and kind of shuffle in the gold and diamond prices, how do you foresee the trends coming up in the Indian market? How does it going to react to it?
In fact, there is a joke going around that if anybody can predict the gold prices, then we cannot talk to them because they'll be so big and they will be all powerful. Jokes apart, personally, if you ask me, I expect the Russia-Ukraine war to come to some sort of an understanding in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Once a situation of once the situation of war comes to a halt, we will see a practical correction in the gold prices. So why I call it a practical correction is that you cannot expect gold prices to slide down to very low levels because there is a good demand in the market.
True.
But the present rates are because of the war tension. So that may ease out a bit. So we will have practical rates, and when there are practical rates for both rupee and gold, that's an ideal time for us to source. And the customers today are also very conscious. So we expect that hopefully that in the next 1 or 2 weeks, the situation will come to a grinding halt, if not a grinding halt, at least to a stabilization phase. And we will be in the right time. So we feel that we will be able to tap the market well.
All right, right.
And with regarding to the prices of diamonds, you are absolutely right. There has been a very huge increase in the price of diamonds. And we have also told our manufacturers and people whom we deal with that consumers are reluctant if the prices go up suddenly. So we also expect a practical pricing in the diamond market, which will enable us to start sourcing again. Because now most of the sourcing is in a lukewarm basis because of the huge fluctuation. So we hope and pray that all these situations will come to a closure. And we will see a huge increase in the sales, and the upcoming season will be very good.
So we all hope so, and I want to wish you all the best for the upcoming season. So my next question to you is, GJS will be providing a lot of variety in the jewelry category, from gold, studded, platinum, divided among a lot of exhibitors who is showcasing over there. Are there any specific requirement or demand that you must feel must be showcased at the event?
According to me, the demand for jewelry, you can divide it into 4, other than gold and studded. That is the traditional way in which we divide jewelry. Gold jewelry, studded jewelry. Inside studded, there is polki, diamond, uncut precious, etc. But other than this normal division, if you see, today there's a division of jewelry as traditional and as traditional jewelry. Then we have something called innovative jewelry, and we have trendy jewelry. So what we think is that there will be a demand for all these type of jewelry designs.
All right.
So as part of Kalyan Jewellers, we have casual designs that we keep for the normal customer, wedding customer catering products also we carry. We also carry the modern woman requirements, which are lightweight and more trendy in fashionable in nature. So according to me, we will be looking for all these. Along with this, if you see, each region in the country, be it Calcutta, Bombay, Ahmedabad, or Hyderabad or Bangalore, the specialty of our nation is each region specializes in some products. And every time we come for shows or every time we meet the vendors, we want to reach out and ask them what have they innovated or developed in their stronghold designs. So this is what we are always looking forward to, because if you see an ordinary leppa or a Kerala necklace which was there 5 years back, today the trends have totally changed. They have added color, they have changed the finish from matte finish, from normal to matte finish. Lot of things have changed. So these are, and there is also a lot of mixing which is happening. For example, Rajkot balls will be sourced and they will be mixing it in some other jewelry, or antique color type color will be taken and it will be mixed in temple jewelry. So a lot of innovations happen in India, and our artisans are very famous for this. So whenever we visit the show or whenever we talk to the vendors, we always want to see the latest thought process in the making of the jewelry, because that is what the customer wants today.
Got it. Got it. You rightly said, sir. I think the change is what we all look forward to. And India is quite famous for its all fusion and the kind of craftsmanship, as you rightly mentioned. Rajesh, I really want to thank you for taking out time for us today. It was really a pleasure talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss this opportunity to experience Humara Apna Show, GJS 2022, scheduled from 3rd to 6th of April at Geo World Convention Center, Mumbai. Thank you, everybody. Amit Sharma signing off. Thank you so much.
Thank you.